All right, welcome to We Are Something Else presents Soul Tales episode 19, The Sunset. And it's your boy Kaleo. I'm here. I got volume coming from somewhere else. We'll figure it out in a second. But let's bring in the fellas. See who we got in the house tonight. I see our money bag. I see Regular. I see E Rich. I see Sickum Chris. And I see Be Easy. What's good, fellas?
What it do, man?
What's going on, homie?
Man, look, we're here, bro. We've been here. I've been waiting to get back with you, fellas, man, and talk sneakers. It's been about a month or so.
It's been a minute. I feel like it's been longer.
Well, you know what happened was, so last month we ended up kind of missing a day in what the beginning of the month. So I mean, it's we back on schedule. We're gonna get it though. So what's good with everyone? Everybody, what you been up to? I know we stay busy these days in the Amp Street. So
yeah.
Money, what you been up to?
Man, not much, man. Just podding like crazy, man. Shout out to the Pit Stop Podcast, man. It's moving, man. That's all I can say, man.
Yeah, look, y'all have had some exciting guests on there. Talk about who you've had on there so far.
So far we had two-time champ, Showtime Sean Porter.
Okay.
The episode we just did an episode with Darius McCory, aka Eddie Winslow, which will be dropping next week, if I'm not mistaken. Then we had my man, shout out to my man Chef Watson. We had him on. That dropped today. And we did the NBA preview, which dropped today too. Well, the final preview dropped today.
Dope. Okay. Regular, what's good with you, bro?
What's going on, man? Just trying to get healthy. 2-year-old got me out here with these daycare germs whooping my ass. But other than that, trying to get back. Before all that, though, I'm trying to figure out who E. Rich was checking himself out in the computer screen for.
Hey, look, I had to make sure I'm good. Like I'm looking at myself for the first time in a long time today. Listen, hit him with the blue face. You know what I'm saying? Nah,
not the blue face.
Nah, listen, man. I working from home and being in like literally just facing the computer, bro. Like and today, out of all days, was like one of the first days that I have not had a meeting that I had to be on the camera, right? So like I've just been on 3 screens trying to do all this work. We got a lot of projects going on at work, bro. So I'm just making sure I look decent on this motherfucker because I don't want to be looking beat up and everybody looking at me like, damn, why don't we put him in a small box on the bottom of the screen or something?
CB.
Yo, bro. I mean, me and you work the same 9 to 5, so you know how busy work has been. But hey, no better time than the end of the month, or technically the very beginning of the month, to talk some sneakers with the fellas. So, I'm looking forward to the show.
Always look forward to this. Be easy.
Not much, bro. I just got off this detox, so woo, man, it was rough.
My man
Yesterday
is
wasn't that bad, bro.
struggling.
It was the day before. See, I took a month off, so we went to the Something in the Water tour. It's a festival, so I didn't do my detox last month. So it was basically like restarting. First day was cool. The second day I had a headache, tired. Yesterday I was good, but I ate for the first time like a heavy joint and I fell asleep instantly. I'm just waking up.
This car,
Like, literally.
That's the real latest.
Oh,
That happens.
Yeah.
That
for
happens.
real. Ain't nobody gonna pause that. Like all y'all, he said I ate a heavy one, and all like what
Oh,
we
I was trying to let him live, son.
Yeah, just let the man live.
Hey,
Let
hey.
him live.
Hey, Carter, he don't let nothing slide.
He fit right in. Car don't fit right in. Look, so yeah, it's been an interesting week. I'm just glad to get here, talk sneakers. Got a few things on the docket tonight that we want to get through. Should have some fun though. Update on what's the score of the game? Anybody? Let's get a quick update.
59-42.
A lot
Never
too
up.
little.
Not too little. Well, as predicted, right? We all thought it was gonna go this way, right? Especially game one.
Yeah.
All right. With all that said, let's get into. Let's dive into. Let's dive into Nike in distress. So, it's being reported that Nike is looking for a new breakthrough innovation. They're looking for new innovation, right? As current products have gone stale.
Yeah.
And in this article specifically, they talked about Jordan's Air Maxes, saying these shoes are sitting. Retro Jordans are selling on a secondary market below retail. Okay. Nike looking to streamline their focus across product brand, storytelling, and marketplace. Okay. So what I noticed in this article, it was a short article, but it's a cry for help. But the main word to use is innovative. New ideas, something fresh. Okay. This isn't anything new to us, I believe. I mean, I think we've been saying this for a long time, especially Be Easy. I think one of the first things Be Easy said on the show was that everything is a repeat. Like Nike doesn't have any new ideas. We haven't gotten a new silhouette or a new shoe in a long time. I mean, this conversation that we've had plenty of times is just the overkill of the 1s, the 4s, the 11s, etc. Like just the random colorways that we're getting that aren't OG colorways. And E. Rich even touched based on as far as just oversaturation of the marketplace of colors that we don't want. Right? It takes away from nostalgia of the shoe. Okay. Nike says they have shoes sitting, but won't make enough. That's okay. Yeah. Nike says they have shoes sitting, but us who love sneakers and always on the sneaker app, we always get that sold out. Nike doesn't, they don't make enough of the shoes that we want. That's why shoes are sitting. The ones that are sitting aren't the ones we want. So pay attention to the ones that aren't sitting and maybe make more of those. Lost and founds, maybe. I don't know. And we've constantly told Nike what we want, but just they don't listen. Let's start with the Nike Bayous. Air Maxes, Dunks. How many of us has gone on that app and customized a pair of kicks only to get to the cart and we won't be able to process?
Don't get me started.
Exactly, right? We are telling Nike what we want. We are designing these shoes, and sometimes they take the colorways and sell them as their own. Sometimes, So it says we create custom colorways only for Nike not allow us to purchase the products. All right, and we know Virgil was one of their main designers. I mean, things have probably fallen off since Virgil has passed away. But let's get you guys' thoughts on this article because we are all into the Air Maxes and Jordans. And before Carlo says it, I'm going to say it. Carlo's going to say the main thing sitting is mids. That's what he was going to say. That's where he was going with it. That's where he was going with it. So let's start with you, E.
Nah, man. We, like you said, we've been talking about this for a while. One of the things that I think Nike got lazy, man. when it came to creating. They thought they could just, throw colorways on ones and throw colorways on what fours, and then like E-Rich said before, the 11s they pimped the 11s out crazy. Now they starting to pimp out the threes, which hurts my heart to this day. Cause I mean, I love threes, but don't pimp them out though, bro. Like,
Yep.
Don't do that to me, man. But they gotta go back to the drawing board, man. Go back to hey, like Martin went to the DMV. Start from scratch, man. They got to go back to the basics, man. Get some new eyes in there, get some new blood in there, man.
Exactly. Okay. CB.
They're posing it as a like you said, it's gonna push innovation, it's gonna get the creative juices flowing and all that. But like you said, it does kind of come off like a cry for help. And as lovers of these shoes, like you were saying, I think it's great that if you want to get just a pair of Jordans, the fact that it's kind of easy to do right now, that's great, for the everyday consumer. And hey, one of my favorite Air Max ones of all time, the Clock Kiss of Deaths, when they remade those in the last couple of years, it was part of Edison Chen's thing that they made a ton of pairs because people were upset the first time that they didn't make enough, right? So it became this holy grail that people were always seeking after. Then they made a bunch of pairs, so it was super easy to get them. And then people were mad because they made too many pairs and it's not limited enough. So, us as consumers, we also can't make up our minds sometimes, but this is one of those situations where, the markets change. The markets change, and you gotta pay attention to that.
Yep, absolutely. Cardo.
I hate coming on here and being the guy that used to work for the company, and so I saw the other side of it. Nike's thing has always been innovation. That's always been Nike's, thing, from the waffle iron sole to up until more recently Flynet. Um, I think it's the other side of it is we like what we like. They've been putting out new Jordan models. They've been more basketball focused and not off the court for looks. We just ain't buying them. They sitting. Nike puts out Air Maxes every year, but we don't want those. We're looking for the Air Max 90s in the infrared colorway, the neon 95. That's what we're looking for.
Nothing but the heat.
We play a part in it. I think one of the things I think Nike's fault or Nike has done wrong is they've relied too much on collabs. It's been a collab-based company, as far as sneakers for a while now, and that's run its course. That collab has run its course. It's no longer interesting to see the new collab come out. Like you look at other companies, for instance, like New Balance. New Balance can put out just general releases, not no collab, general release sneakers that will sell out because their focus is the material and just putting out quality shoes. And that's what Nike has to get back to. Putting out quality shoes with a story behind it and not relying on this is the new hot designer that we're collabing with to put out a shoe.
Okay. E.
So I agree with most of what Ricardo said in the sense of I won't say that it's our fault though. I think it's the other side's fault. I think it's the generation of they just want to wear shoes because somebody said that was hot or somebody like our colorways, our things have something attached to it, right? Like a panda don't have shit attached to it. There was not one moment in the history of hip hop, rap, or something that was culturally, significant that was like the pandas was what we was wearing when such and such happened, right? Everything that we talk about heat wise, we call it heat because we remember the time that it came out and what that moment in time had something to do with. So I think the flip is they started listening to the kids that don't have nothing behind what they want. And they just said, we want it all. We want all the colorways. What we were looking for is what you said. We wanted colorways, but we also wanted, we've been talking about this for the beginning of the time. We wanted to have a Nike ID where we can have access to the materials of not just a leather or a nubuck or, they only give you one or the other. You don't get the
Mhm.
chance to really kind of go crazy. FY, the what is it? The Dunks is only leather and I think tweed or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't. That's not good enough for me. When if we're saying that what we want is to utilize that, which is that's kind of like their biggest thing to say our real kind of fans, if you will, are going to go on the site and they're going to build a shoe regardless, right? Just because they love the Nike, they love to have something that's specific to them. I get what you're saying as far as New Balance, and they don't have to come out with shit. They can run their same run, which is fine. Because again, but they realize that the average person is always going to cop that same New Balance because, like you said, quality, and it don't look nothing different. And then the last part, I think because they've handcuffed the collaborations of the artists and them only dropping a shoe every so often and not as often as some of these trash ass colorways that we get that we would have liked the at least for us. I put it to you like this: if you have a collaboration, let's just say all of us was on some type of different shoe industries and we had collaborations, we on here talking about what we drop in every quarter and not once every 6 months and maybe even once a year, to where I mean that's just handcuffing us, right? Because we gotta see what the oversight is of what the fans are gonna respond to. When they're just handcuffing them, we don't get that sense. And then when they drop the ball, we like shit. We ain't looking for nothing else they got to come out with because they already failed. So I say that because a union, not saying that they went anywhere, but that Cortez, I said it. You fuck up with Cortez, it's hard to come back from. And some people say, well, it wasn't that bad. He saw the damn shoes on there for regular price. A collab shoe for regular price that has that type of name, that shouldn't be happening. And I think that's Nike's fault for listening to the other generation and not going with the generation that got them where they at today, if you will.
B.
Man, I'm looking at like I'm the opposite, man. I think that they should have had more collabs. Like you said, they handcuffed them. They had some of the best collaborators out there between Kanye, Jerry from Fear God. They even had dude from Y3. And he drops it every time I go on. His shoes like $300-400 on Adidas. And it's always a new model. I think that they handcuffed them. Like you said, they didn't let them come out and do what they wanted to do. And when it comes to the union, why don't Nike say, man, come out with the ones again? Them the only ones we looking for, to be honest with you. If they made another color of that particular ones they made from Union, they will sell out. But these trash colors they doing, they just adding the ones, yellow, green. They got to stop that, bro. But like you said, it got so oversaturated because COVID, everybody was buying everything to flip.
Yep.
So the numbers got inflated. So now a shoe would sit the whole day and then all of a sudden it's sold out when I know for a fact nobody bought all those shoes. They just take it off, put sold out, and they try to give us a shock drop like we missed something, and they just sit too. So I've been in the mall, in the shoe store, and I was like, damn, that's a lot of shoes. The white, black, and green ones, you can find them a lot of places. They came out with a pair of white and green with a gray check. You can find them in stores. Man, some threes. I never thought you can walk in and see a three in the store. Not in my lifetime.
CB, you saw a 3 in Bethesda today, right? Well,
Yeah. I went for a little stroll at lunch, and there's a brand new Nike Bethesda store, and they actually had like a little display that said we actually have limited sizes of, and it was a few sneakers that dropped, or it was literally a few sneakers that dropped on the sneakers app that you normally don't see in a store.
Crazy.
So, and the fire red threes were one of them.
Well, let me just say this on that point. As someone who worked for has worked for the company, they will hold back shoes when they know that they're opening a new store, just to put them in a store. Because like when we opened, we had probably like 25 to 30 releases that had come out within the last year to year and a half. So I do know that they will do that. And speaking of that, I think I might need you to go past there and grab those P6000s for me. I think is what they call it. Coconut milk and Blue Jones.
I think a couple of things with Nike. I mean, and it has more to, it's not necessarily why the shoes are sitting, but I think that when Virgil passed, caught everybody off guard, and they didn't have a plan in place, right? And it's been a couple years now, it seems like, and there has seemed to be no heir to to take over their that part. Also, I think, at least on my end, like the sneakers app experience right now is trash.
Yeah.
Like you can't get anything. One, you can't even get in the sneakers app half the time without the password resetting. Then when you get in there, like I'm not winning anything. I don't know if CB last year CB was killing them with the Gotham's. I don't know how many wins you got this year, CB, but like the experience on the app right now is just trash. So I think that has something to do with some things, because I mean what you have on the app not necessarily what the store has in their inventory as well. So
and then speaking of New Balance, man, they got these y'all seen them fresh foam trail joints?
Yep.
Yeah, I tried them joints on the other day. Yo, oh my god, it's so comfortable, bro.
Comfortability, yeah.
Oh my god, yo. I mean, 5'9", they made me like 5'11" too. Oh, yo.
I need to give me a pair then.
Don't tell me it'd be easy, that.
But
Give me a pair.
what Kaleo just said kind of ties into what I was saying. The fact when you spoke about, Virgil's untimely passing, and they didn't have a plan B.
Appreciate you.
They didn't have a plan B in place. Think about, like, before there was no, this person passed away. Like, that's not what we fell in love with Nike on. We didn't fall in love with Nike saying, yo, they doing a collab with this person. They doing a collab with Run DMC or Jay-Z, and we got to get that. Like, we didn't fall in love with Nike for that reason. We saw Michael Jordan on the basketball court. Air Max 90s. Who was the run? I don't know who the runner was in 90 that was promoting the Air Max 90.
That shit just look good.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I think for me, they have to get back to that. Like, relying on a particular person and what they've done outside of your company to make a shoe hot, it won't last. Like,
and you kind of reminded me of my last point, Cardo, was I think right now Nike they're trying to live off the name. They're trying to live off to what they've established as the brand Nike, thinking that works.
It's also them trying to find another lightning in the bottle, just to have that, that cliche, right? Because that's what they've always had, right? If you look at it from the standpoint outside of, what Ricardo has brought to the table, telling us that clearly the running side of the house is like, where they make their money. There's no figuratively large superstar, if you will, that has transcended like that moment of everything that happens where they are moves across the globe. There's nothing that's happening like that right now, right? Unfortunately, let's just call it what it is. LeBron's getting ready, like he's at his end. Usually there's somebody that's already kind of focused in, that's that next superstar that still can move, even if it is a football, if it's a basketball, that once they come out, like that shit is like it's everywhere. There's we're not even talking about that. We're not talking about now one specific person that's an athlete or that's some type of that is a character that is bringing anything to they don't have it. Like Ricardo said, if you go back to but I'm just saying, if you go back to what they had before, outside of player wise, he's saying there was just shoes that we wanted because we were fans of the shoes. Regardless, it was more or less the actual timing of when they came out. You attach a player to it. We talk about all these players. We talk about Barry Sanders. When we say people's names, they're attached to shoes also. Mm-hmm. You say people's name now, it ain't shit attached to them. And we're all like, that shit is trash. I said it on here before and I'll say it again. John Morant's first signature shoe is trash. But you know who isn't trash?
That's my point.
Sabrina's up. But again, and I think, hell, the WNBA's last 3 or 4 shoes have been more fire than anybody in the NBA who's gotten
definitely Deladon. Deladon has one of the tightest shoes out there.
Yo, Deladon joint's tough, yeah.
So this was one of my points right here. Nike has the athletes, but they have the wrong athletes. Yes, Kobe after Jordan, it went through some things, but Kobe was probably the top tier, right? We still want Kobe's. the athletes they have in place now, LeBron still is what number 20, whatever of his shoe. So he's the top dog, right? Still the face, and he's got some decent colorways. But then after that, like KD doesn't. When you look at KD doesn't market the. He's not the type of personality, an NBA person, to market a signature shoe, right? I don't even know how much say so he has in the design issues, but like they fell off big time. Kyrie could have been the guy, but like again, personalities. Like Kyrie doesn't care about the signature line, and that went down. And then you have Ja Morant. Well, Ja Morant, his shoe's getting ready to be, if it's still there, he's done for. So they have the wrong athletes in place, and it's all, we're all saying the same thing. But I think they if we want to attach a shoe with an athlete, like they really need to pick up. I mean, there's not even no football athletes attached to Nike that have their own signatures. I mean, like Rod Woodson had, he was Reebok, but Dion was Nike. Now everybody just wears like a team kind of thing. So, but yeah, we can move. The next story kind of ties into this too. So I'm gonna jump to that one. You got something to say, B?
Oh yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing some the gloves come back. Gary Payton.
Oh my god,
facts. Yeah,
the Tim Hardaways. Give me
some Tim Duncans.
But you see, that's right. That's the problem, though. We're attached to the old stuff.
Absolutely.
We're looking for something like Nike's talking about trying to be innovative with something new. Like,
but they giving us 1,000 ones,
bro. Sean Xavier.
But a lot of our favorite models were designed by the same guy. We remember that, right? A lot of our favorite models were designed by the same guy.
Yeah,
so
man,
it's
look,
exactly. So it's
Dennis
not
Rodman,
even necessarily like the athlete, but the design behind it. We're talking about innovation and all of that. Yeah. That's like the crux of it right there, you know?
Yeah. The only reason I got those PG-13s with the zippers was remind me of the Air Worms back in the day.
Yeah.
Actually, he has a decent shoe. I actually want those Hot Wheels shoes.
Yeah, nah. PG actually probably has one of the better sneakers out there.
Yeah, but he ain't no superstar.
That still ain't saying a lot.
That's the all right.
When the table's low, that ain't much. That you ain't saying much as far as that.
All right. So Andrew Dutton.
That boy got talent.
Sneaker photographer, and he's a teacher. And he hosted a sneaker design contest with his students, and the winner was able to get their shoe created by JSM 801 Customs. Now, what you see Andrew Dutton at the bottom. I've never promoted anybody else's page to go follow, but he's got some dope pictures. Me being a photographer and a sneakerhead, this guy combines both worlds. Definitely check him out on IG. Follow his page. He's definitely a true sneakerhead. But the shoe above, his student created this shoe.
All flight inspired.
We were just talking about, not overkilling the threes, right? E, but this one right here, my God.
Oh no, he
killed this. He killed this one. This goes back again to Nike. We're telling you what we want. This kid designed a shoe. If this hit the market, this thing would sell out right away. This thing is crazy. But shout out to the kid. I don't know the kids. Shout out to the kid who made it. I'm gonna get you guys started on this shoe. Are you copping or dropping this shoe? And store. Just break it down. CB.
This would definitely be a cop, and we know that if this dropped on the sneakers app, I'd probably get an L. Ricardo's been the one getting all the dubs, so he's got the inside line somehow. But these are fire. The student really did his thing, and the cool thing about it is it's part of a teachable moment from the teacher, because he's teaching his students how to use Adobe Photoshop. So as their final project or whatever, they create a shoe that's part of the contest, and him working with a real custom shoe guy, and the end result is just
to bring him to life. My God,
yeah, that was so dope.
That's crazy. Go ahead, Cardo. I know you got something to say.
It just goes back to what we just talking about. Like, it's dope. The story behind it is dope. But there's no innovation. He basically took Virgil's idea and put it on a 3.
Yeah, that's
all he did. Like, it's dope to do it, the student to create this, and for the teacher to actually get the shoe made for the student so he can see it, wear it, and all that. That's the story behind it is dope. But again, there's no innovation. Like, why are we? And then, so if these came out, are we really going to run to get these? We're going to get a shoe where someone took a person who's no longer here. You took his idea and put it on a shoe. Like,
Well, I appreciate him for.
I appreciate it. Look, he better not ever wear these shoes outside. He better not ever.
And I hate to be that. No, you good. I just hate being that guy, but like I want to see something new. I want to see something different.
Right. These are almost like the Tinker Hatfield Justin Timberlake's too. So they kind of got a little bit of both vibes on it. Now, had he reversed the check mark and put the oh my god, go ahead. I'm talking crazy. Go ahead.
Stop
and I guess I'm gonna follow suit because we think alike in the sense of fuck mids, and this is a shoe that I would say fuck this because it is. This is why this shoe. If we have full carte blanche on Nike ID, this shoe would have been made years ago. This shoe would have been made years ago.
It probably
this shoe would have been made years ago based upon what? We would have already figured out how to use a portion of Virgil's design with whatever other shoe that we like or that we would design in that sense. E would have did a 3. Me and CB would have figured out a way to put a certain Nike check on the damn Air Max 1. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is.
Hold on one second. Chat. I see Anissa. I see Sean. I see Katrina. Quitapo. Quitapo already said cop. Sean, are we copping these? Anissa, we copping these? Trina, we copping these?
These aren't Pumas. You know what Sean's going to say.
You already know.
So right now it's 2 against 2 because me and I think money bag said cop. So go ahead.
And to be honest with you, they look generic as fuck. They look like somebody definitely ripped off Virgil's design, and for that I wouldn't wear them just for that simple fact. Like, I dig the story because of the teacher and what is happening with the kids because that's what we need. We need what all they're doing is ripping off somebody else's design, and what we just talked about was being innovative and coming up with some new shit. This is all this is just mix and match into what somebody, if they were in Nike's factory, had the ability to put together, which we don't, because all 6 of us here would have a design if we had everything at our disposal in the Nike factory that would look like some shit, but it would be innovative in the sense that we want more than just a tagline.
And I hope nobody knows I'm not laughing.
Man, this getting kind of crazy, man. Regular guys is rubbing off on me because we ain't never agreed to anything. But
no, it's the food, it's the carb coma talking right now.
I'm honest too because I was a Virgil fan. I wouldn't want to buy a shoe that somebody just copied. Now I like the story behind it, like you said, but they be some knockoff Virgils to me, and I couldn't wear them. To be honest, they knock off Virgils.
I got a question. I got a question for Kaleo and our money bags. Are y'all buying those Sheen Jordan 11s?
I knew that was coming up. And
Adidas foam runners? It's the same thing.
Yeah.
I mean, for $15, I'm willing to
that's
try
the
to see
extreme version.
I'm willing to try to see.
I can appreciate the artistry in this move here, at least when you're talking about someone making this by hand. You know what I mean? So it's a little bit different when it's coming off the assembly line, but that point is taken. And it wasn't like shoes like this weren't being made while Virgil was alive. Yeah, you just had to hit up the right sites in Asia. That was all you needed to do.
So I mean, you see these, but what's the difference in all the different ones from Spider-Man's to the Tiana Taylors to?
Man, they put the orange tag up there, and that's too much.
Yes, and that's the difference. Those are designs. This is blatantly ripping someone else's design off.
This is too much.
That's blatantly ripping someone else's design off. Like, there's no creativity in that. I wasn't able to give me the Virgil ones, so I'm gonna create a 3. That's what that is.
Good idea.
Hey, look. Everybody look. You're right. You're right.
But
Man,
he
makes
might like
sense.
threes anyway, so he going.
He
I'm
like
biased,
threes.
so I don't really care.
He's
Threes
like, I
are
don't
my
give a
And it's
threes.
funny because
I don't
I
give
think
a-
it's 3-3, so that's
Yeah,
hilarious.
black cement threes are my favorite sneaker of all time, no question. But nah, I can't do this.
Okay. All right. Look, we got a couple of speed rounds I want to go through. I dropped a couple of the just topics off that some of the stuff I put to talk about. But let's talk about this one. This was
Hey, do you
pretty
got the
dope.
video?
This was pretty dope. This was
Trying to come to the aid of his younger brother. What the hell was that?
Dope.
Wrestling so real.
AEW's pay-per-view event last weekend. The Young Bucks, who are known to be sneakerheads and wear crazy J's in the ring, had an exploding shoe. They do a super kick, and as you saw, I'm gonna play it again. Kick the shit out the dude in the face, John Moxley in the face, and the shoe exploded. First of all, I'm impressed that they were able to get that special effect off and time it just right.
Yeah.
But he did it with the Spider-Man ones that has come up a couple times within the We Are Something Else realm past couple weeks. Go ahead, E. What you got? I thought you were waving your hand. Okay, I'm gonna play the video. I'll play the video one more time.
Trying to come to the aid of his younger brother. What the hell was that?
It definitely fell out of the shoe. I saw it fall
It burnt
out of the
the
shoe.
shit out them joints.
God,
Hey,
dog. All right, thoughts.
Anybody else pick up? He said, "Fuck you."
He said
before
that?
he kicked him.
Hold
Yeah,
on,
run it
let's
back.
go back,
He said,
let's go
Come to the aid of his younger brother. What the hell was that?
He
No.
definitely
You're right.
Why did you catch that joint? He's like, fuck you, man.
That's
That
all
was
I
the
needed
code
to
to
hear.
make it explode. That was the code.
He did that in heat with some heat on. So go ahead.
He did that in heat.
Listen. You know, this is what wrestling brings excitement for. It's stuff like that. That's innovative. That's something out of the box. You know what I'm saying? That make people watch it. And guess what? The kids that were there are going to remember that. And that is going to travel with them until they're older, and then they're going to take their kids. WWE figured it out. Nike needs to get on board.
They've done stuff like this before. I want to say he may have did some Dior ones where he put tacks in the bottom of the Dior ones and super kick someone. So seeing them do this isn't nothing crazy. I think he should have did it in some mids so then they get blew up the mid. But that Spider-Man one is just as bad.
There you go.
I'm not a big wrestler fan, but yeah, it's entertaining, bro. Very, very entertaining.
Okay, I mean, yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I thought one, I'm glad that we didn't have a Jason Pierre-Paul incident.
Oh my God.
Because that was, to the face. You know what I mean? So obviously we know that however they planned it out, like, that couldn't have been a result. But yeah, the shoe looked pretty fucked up. So credit to all of them for pulling it off.
Yeah. I wonder where these Bamas get all the heat from.
Man, nah. Hey, look, it was fun. It was fun to watch. It was funny. But yeah, nah, man. I'm not gonna lie, dog. It's so funny. I saw those Spider-Man joints today in person. Cause my homegirl got them.
Yep.
Oh, the joints are actually not bad, yo. No. But the only thing, see, here's a kicker. Here's a kicker. I felt like everybody that got them because they couldn't get the lost and founds.
Exactly.
It was like the lost and found.
Yeah. It's that colorway. It's just that colorway.
It was a lost and found consolation prize. Yeah.
Exactly. The bottoms do glow though. Yeah. Yeah.
The bottom cold though. I would say that though.
Yeah. All right. So we all know what happened past couple of days. And we've been hearing about Yeezy and Adidas pairing back up to release what Adidas had in their warehouses full of Yeezys. And most people have been able to hit on some of the drawings, multiple drawings the past couple of days. Some people couldn't get in the app to win anything, but nothing brand new here. It just looks like backstock of what we've already seen. that was probably going to be released again over a period of time. But they put everything out. They probably have more stuff. But thoughts on all these releases? Was there anything that captured your eye that you tried to go for? Also, were you even excited about all these Yeezy releases? I mean, to me personally, wasn't really exciting because I think that the relationship between Adidas and Kanye had fallen off, and nobody was really checking for these. It'd been a while, and we know nothing new was coming out. So, I mean, nothing here really impressed me to try to go for. But I want to get you guys' thoughts, minute or less. Go ahead, Ricardo.
Yeah, you can go on to the next person. I've made a conscious effort that I will know. I won't speak about Kanye, Yeezy, or nothing. I'm good. That's what he wants. When he puts on a shit show for us to talk about him, and I chose not to do it.
On the blacklist.
It
It's crazy. No, because we did talk about this a little bit. And I had mentioned that there was only a few pairs on here, specifically the Pirate Black 350s, that I cared about at all. And surprisingly, for the first time in like 9 months, my Confirmed app logged me out and wouldn't let me log in only while this drop was going on. So
yeah,
Adidas is in the doghouse right now.
There you go.
With me.
My brother Cleo, he assisted on a pair of black slides that I was looking for. And that was only in the event that I wasn't able to get them. And then I got them as myself. So I got 2 pair coming. But outside of that. My bad, B. Like you said, man, it just...
Go ahead,
man. I only wanted 2 pairs. That was the blue and the black slides. It's getting hot. That's it, bro.
What size you at, B?
Y'all size.
Talk to E.
Seriously though, I think I wear the same size as y'all guys, but it's all good. They locked me out too. It was weird because they locked me out for every drop, so I had to literally re-enter every drop, and I only wanted some slides, but I knew I wouldn't go get them because they were $70. So I knew those were the ones that were gonna sell out the most. I think not the Pirates, but the Black 350s, man, they've been participating for like 2 weeks now. I don't want them joints. I wanted some just slides for the summertime, some comfortable slides, and everybody wanted them but me. I think I met the criteria. It's all good though, because I got some other slides I'm gonna show y'all tonight. So
there you go.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what the criteria was. I know some people that went for everything. Well, the ones that they wanted and they got I know somebody went for 3, and they went 3 for 3. I know somebody else went for 3. They went 3 for 3. I just wanted the blue slides, and they kept saying my car wasn't valid. Then I know the car was valid. And look, one funny thing about it, I used the same card to get the black slides. What the fuck?
Damn. Did we get everybody? We got everybody. All right. Up next, where you at? Let's go.
All right. Now, I'm Be Easy, and I'm with Be Easy Shoes and Fashion Reviews. You can catch me. I'm a star. We've been busy on the Amp Street, so I haven't been doing the YouTube, to be honest with you. But I'm gonna start getting back to my YouTube. I chilled off the shoe stuff since I started my own collection, clothing collection. But I wanted to give a shout out to Pat is Dope store. What should I call my store for all y'all that's in the DMV area? Small collections like Mine Culture Couture, DMV. We did a pop-up there. It's a store full of up-and-comers. I mean, it's nothing like it. He has shoes in there. Definitely the New Balances. You want to catch the New Balances, go there. But just showing support. Young black guy that's in Bowie, Maryland. A lot of dope stuff. I was supposed to be in there June 1st, but I'm still waiting on my clothes to come through. But my clothes will be in that store at least by July. But definitely big ups to what should I call my store, and Pat is Dope. If you get a chance, go on YouTube. Go on YouTube, check out Pat is Dope. Go on Instagram, check out his page, and you'll see a lot of. If you're trying to support up and comers, you'll see nothing but in there. So That's
me and our money bags popped up for the pop-up shop, and we
Yes,
was able
sir.
to support B. We missed CB, but we did and then we was able to do like a quick live out there. Like we
yeah.
had never really done an on location live, so it was just
I'm gonna do
being
another one.
yeah.
And
So
like
yeah, we'll be more
I'm doing
prepared
another one.
next time. But yeah, that was dope. And shout out to Slim Chicken because they
Man,
provided the dinner that evening. They were
need to go back.
oh yeah, no, let's do it. Shout out to Slim Chicken.
Hey,
All right.
man. Hey, as you know, we do a segment called Keeping It 100. We try to do shoes, sometimes do accessories, but mostly keep it in the shoe area. And today we got the Nike ACG. Yo, so you know it's off season, it's summertime, so this is like a trail shoe, whatever, or you know, weather fair weather shoe, whatever. But anyway, it's on sale at Nike for $66, yo. $66
That's
and
not bad.
67
That is
cents.
not bad.
And so yeah, go cop these, man. Yo, it's good when the fall time comes, winter time, mostly fall though. But so yeah, I do this all the time. I cop now for the fall
Mm-hmm.
and the winter because everything's on sale. But yo,
Get
if
your
you go
hoodies
on
now.
Nike.com, you can get these. I think that they got them all the way down. These particular colorway is 66. But everything's under 100 though. So yeah, go ahead cop them, man.
Dope. All right.
Well, speaking of sports and superstars, this segment came about because I was watching old school USC highlights of Reggie Bush and the terror that he was when he was running back for the Trojans, and it got me thinking. And
Fresno State still hasn't recovered.
his shoe is still on the field, and they still can't stop him. Anyway, with that being said, though, there was talks about the NCAA 2023 football coming out, and I'm just gonna say it. If this comes out, as far as the actual game, they talk about the potential of the transfer portal being a part of the game.
Wow.
This was the standard
That'd
of
be dope.
playing a sport game, a football game. Like Madden wasn't shit. Madden was a game that everybody got, that you felt like whoever got that game every year was stupid because they didn't change much. But NCAA college football every year was like that. And again, if they do come out with this, it's going to be a lot of people that's going to be looking at Madden like, guess you guys need to come up with something new, because this college football is definitely going to overtake the sports kind of gaming world again. And it's been a very long time. I think the last game, college football game, had what was my man's name from Michigan with the braids? I mean, with the dreads.
Oh,
yeah, Robinson.
Was it
Was it Kennard Robinson? Something
Kennard
like
Robinson,
that?
yeah.
Denard Robinson.
Yeah, I mean, so
Man, that was a
you know
great-
what I mean? That's,
Yeah.
you know, throwback in that sense. But is it just this college football, EA Sports, hands down, probably the
It's a
best
standard.
kind of sports game. It was like, you'll play this before you even put on Madden. You put Madden on when ain't shit else to do. It's almost like, when you're bored. But this is the standard.
Right. I mean, truthfully, only reason why you got Madden is so you can import your players from the college football over and have them there. And then now you probably, I'm just glad to have it back. I mean, this used to be, we used to get on the Xbox Live and have the season cross like one of my boys in New York, another one was like North Carolina. We would have our own season and just play. I'm glad it's back. Shout out to paying the players for their likeness. And anybody else got any comments about this one?
Oh yeah, nah, for sure. Hey, look, shout out to EA Sports for being smart and buying 2K, because 2K would have kicked their ass, yo.
Oh, wait a minute, they bought 2K.
Yeah, they bought 2K football. Remember, because 2K came out with the football.
Football, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the football drain. EA, they was on Madden ass, because they did the smart thing. They sold their joint cheap to get everybody in there, and then when they got in, they they had ESPN backing them. That's when EA didn't have ESPN backing them, nothing like that.
Okay, that's
So
what
they
it
had
was.
they had ESPN backing them and all that other stuff. And that's like, oh yeah,
Was
they
that
was
the
on
was
their
that the
ass.
Dreamcast? 2K originally was with the Dreamcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then they had 2K. It was with Xbox too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Football joint. Yeah.
That's
I
after
remember that. I was in
Dreamcast
college, yeah.
fell apart.
And yeah, man, because they was about to be on EA ass, and EA bought them, and then that was it.
College football, absolutely. All right. All right, CB, we got some time to
Get into this a little bit.
yeah,
All right,
yeah,
so
yeah.
we don't do this segment every show because sometimes we be running like an hour and a half just because we get to yapping. But this is a segment, Piff, Pass, or Push, where I'm going to give us 2 sneakers, and you can decide whether you like one better than the other. One is Piff, one you're going to pass on, or you just feel the same way about either. They both suck or they're both great. That's a push. So what we're going to be talking about, we've already spoken about these sneakers tonight, actually. And they are Jordan 1s. And it's the Tiana Taylor Comfort joints that dropped today, and it's the new Spider-Man ones, the baby brother, the joints that dropped a number of years ago. So it's kind of funny. I looked up the StockX prices, a little bit before.
Ridiculous.
Obviously, the Comfort joints have a lower retail price in general. They were 160. They're reselling for around 300. In my size, a size 10 if anyone's interested. And then the Spider-Man joints, these were actually more expensive than normal. A normal Air Jordan 1 price these days is 180, and these were 200, and they're barely selling for over retail right now. So how do y'all, we've talked about it a little bit, but Piff, Pass, or Push, how do you feel about these joints?
Minute or less.
I'm running with the Tiana joints. I
Absolutely.
like them over those Spider-Man joints. I mean, that was cool. I mean, in the Tiana joint got a nice little story and all that other stuff.
Yep.
It was cool. But I still want the Lost of Family.
How do I feel about these 2 sneakers? I'm gonna push both of them.
That's how you feel.
Drop them.
I almost snapped the computer, pushing the computer. I'm gonna push them both of them. I'm good on both of these.
Okay.
It's a push.
Yeah, don't fight it.
No. It's based upon listen. I mean, we have a true reminiscence about like what we talked about earlier, which is the shoe having a story behind it. Tiana Taylor's story or the way that she came up with it. That's the only reason why that would be something that I would cop. But other than that Spider-Man shit is just trash. I really just want it off my timeline, to be honest with you.
I got you. I was gonna go for the Tiana today, and I just missed my alert to go for them. And then when I saw the retail, I was like, well, it just wasn't meant to happen. Said the story is one of the things that got me, but I like the design. The design is different. The stitching is cool. And some of the accessories, like the little that come along with the laces, is dope. I have this colorway, but I prefer these over the other. B.
The Tiana joints for that price point, I wouldn't mind, but that $200 Spider-Man mix up, nah, it's no way, bro. I can't even do it.
Gotcha. All right. So it is time. Let's show some sneakers.
All right, so I'm gonna do something. I ain't doing sneakers today, but I took multiple L's on my slides.
Damn.
So I'm about to go out of town, head out to some parts of the world where they got palm trees and it's nice weather. And I literally just opened up this. I think I had them for like 6-7 months just sitting in the box. I forgot about them until
that's a great feeling.
Okay. I don't even ever open these joints. I don't know if they fit, but
that's even a better feeling.
I was gonna say,
I'm gonna be rocking these this weekend because I couldn't wear it. I'm just gonna rock these joints.
There you go.
Like, hey, I literally just opened the box. I don't know how long I had them. I forgot I had them for real. I got so many other slides, but hey,
Okay.
that's what I'm gonna do.
We're gonna
Can't
need
go wrong with
the
those.
review when you get back.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh, money. Don't you got a pair of those too?
Yeah, I got the
The green one?
camouflage joint
Oh, that
here.
one, yeah.
Mhm.
All right. In honor of us talking about the Yeezy return and all that stuff and being excited, not being excited. I was talking to CB earlier. Like, there's nothing. I mean,
Nothing
Yeezy
beats
releases
those,
would
bro.
never. Nothing will ever live up to this.
Nah.
This was the best
I
one.
ain't with mine yet.
People still look for these. Yeah, the furthest thing that it doesn't even look like an Adidas. So that's the thing. When you got the 3M right here, obviously. But yeah, nothing beats the Wave Runner out of all these releases, except those and the Turtle Doves. Those are probably the only two that I think are probably the most sought after Yeezys. All right, go ahead.
These just recently came out, but I had them before they came back out, and it's my favorite penny next to the phone posit. These joints, man. I love these joints, man.
Classics.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, it's classic. You just can't go wrong with them, man. The little penny with the story behind them, whatever, yo.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah,
Yep.
yo, the commercial.
Yep. Chris
I mean,
Rock.
it is what it is. Yeah, this is my favorite shit, yo. But yeah, nah, I had these are my grails. I love them.
Yeah.
Penny Air Max 1.
Dope.
So I do have two shoes. Well, tonight, one the reason I grabbed these is because it's rumored that they're going to be re-releasing them soon. They're trying to bring this silhouette back. This is the 2000.
Yes.
Yeah,
You
buddy.
gotta bring them. I
There
got
you
a
go.
pair still, but yeah,
Yeah,
gotta bring 'em.
yeah, buddy.
2008 pair of the eggplant foam posits.
How's the glue on them?
They still holding up. It's been a while. I can't really wear foam posits no more.
Oh yeah, no. At a
Like,
certain
it's
age.
not comfortable. They heavy, but
Yeah.
I mean,
Especially now with the daycare germs. That'd be a double whammy.
but they holding up pretty good. And my other shoe, speaking of that brand that doesn't need a collab to sell fire, the 998 Gray Day.
Buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
buddy.
Um,
Yeah, buddy.
it was an all gray 998, 990 V6, I think a 990 V2, and this 998 all came out on what they call Gray Day.
Yep.
And it has like the fuzzy nappy suede
Mm.
on it. Just great quality.
Yeah,
And it's comfortable.
this is dope.
I wouldn't call this a sneakers win because I went in the app 30 minutes after these dropped, but I did get, these are the Air Max 1 Escape.
Oh,
I was about to
yeah,
get those joints too.
yeah, buddy.
Like the details on these for a general release are,
I forgot about
these are
shits,
sick.
too.
They still got them.
So
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I mean, and now
they restocked in sizes.
Yeah,
You can see they got like kind of
Yeah,
the
suede.
nappier
Nice.
suede on there. Not quite, this is a New Balance quality or nothing, but the laces kind of mimic like trail laces or whatever. And they actually came with a second pair of just like white
I like that colorway.
laces. So.
Yeah, that colorway.
they remind me of the
Yeah.
Liverpools.
Yes, they're pretty just like not as red, but yeah, these for a general release, I copped so many Air Max 1s last year that were GRs. Like this just falls right into the bucket.
There you go. Okay.
Well, there's a reason why we have the first name probably the same. I've been hooping recently,
Hey, that's hilarious.
and I wear my shoes, but these are always the shoes that if I wasn't in Jordans, I was wearing pennies. And like I said,
Jordan
recently
too.
I've been back on the basketball court, and as you can see, I wear my shoes because you can see how the bubble looks, right? I wear mine. But yeah, so it was funny that he brought out the blue pair because I have the red pair, which clearly two different sides of the street. We won't go.
Who else noticed that?
Y'all just get along.
We won't go there because we know that I don't have no damn blue shoes around here. So I'm still cautious of where I have to sometimes walk. But
Hey, nah, man, you gotta stay safe, man.
for sure, I just hopefully you never wear that red hat with those blue shoes. Just don't do it. Just,
Absolutely. Look,
I'm staying neutral when I go to LA, bro. I don't want to confuse nothing.
There you go. Just keep it. Yeah. All right, look. We appreciate everybody for watching. We're at the point where it's time to say goodbye. But look, before we go, let everybody know where we are in these streets, on these streaming platforms, on AMP. Let's go ahead and start. Sunday nights, 8 p.m. We got Sexy Sunday Vibes with Takeover Trina. Mondays at 8 p.m., 8:30-ish, depending on what time you get off work. You got Music Mondays with my man Be Easy. Tuesdays, 8 p.m. live from the cheap seats with CB and my man E Rich. Also Tuesdays at 9 p.m. we got Positive Vibes Only with my man R Money Bags, E Thomason as well. Wednesday, 5 a.m. all streaming platforms. Hot Seat Podcast. Shout out to Sean Xavier in the comments. Appreciate you, bro. And then 5 p.m. that day, live on AMP. All these are Eastern Standard Times, by the way. Is Over the Hump. He had a good show yesterday. He played new songs from 2004, right, B?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he had a dope show yesterday. And then Wednesday nights, 9:30 p.m. Live on AMP. It's Not Me, It's the Music with my man E Rich. Thursdays, where we are tonight. Before the show at 8 p.m. we have my man Ricardo, regular old guy, keeping it regular, 8 p.m. Set tonight was dope.
Fire set tonight too.
Yeah, it was chill. I mean, for sure.
Outside getting eaten up by mosquitoes. They're back.
9 p.m. on Thursday. Right. Did you get the haircut? I meant to ask you.
I did. I did get the haircut.
Shout out to Austin Reeves.
Yeah, it's not that tough.
There you go. Thursdays, 9 p.m. We got something we're going to talk about soon. 9:30 p.m. where we are right now. We are something else live on YouTube once a month. This is the once a month Soul Tale show. All sneakers. And then tomorrow, noon, Eastern Standard Time is the Abstract with your boy Kaleo. That's me. And then tomorrow we are going to, the whole show is dedicated to Jay-Z's Blueprint. The first one. Because I'm just gonna say it now, I just gotta put the trailer out. I'll do the trailer tomorrow. Smoke and Spill returns Tuesday with the Blueprint. So tie all the shows in together. And it's some stuff I learned doing the show that I didn't realize the first go around about Blueprint. Interesting stuff. So yeah, we can play all that tomorrow. Check us out. You only get 5 songs in one artist, so I made it interesting for everybody. But that's it. Anybody, any last comments or words before we get out of here? Shout out to Anissa. Appreciate you, Anissa. Always.
Anissa out in these streets with us everywhere.
If there's anybody that deserves their flowers, it's definitely Anissa. Quintuple, you two every week. Rashad, you two, you've been around. Chuck Claggett doesn't do sneakers, so she ain't in the chat. She says she might. But Takeover Trina, I think I saw you in the chat.
The
Appreciate
homies, man.
you. Yeah, let's do this. Any last comment? When was the next pit stop?
Oh, the Pit Stop podcast we drop every Thursday, bro.
Gotcha.
Yep, every Thursday on YouTube across all streaming platforms or whatever.
Okay.
Spotify, all that shit. Yeah, but yeah, the Pit Stop podcast. Yeah, that's us.
Bet. That's it.
You know what I got. You know what I got to say.
Yeah. Go ahead and say it, bro.
Fuck mid.
All right. We gotta go. Okay.
We're gonna gloss over that CB looks like a GTA thug. Like